This thing about forgiveness, my lovelies, you have to look at the order of life. And the order of life is from the bigger to the smaller, from the older to the younger. That is how we go from grandfather to parent to child to grandchild. It is not the other way around. What comes down when we know, my lovelies, because we're all autobotting in our own way, will get forwarded. Our ascended master of forgiveness, Lord Jesus Christ, having gone through every suffering possible, including inhuman pain, crucified on a cross. On that cross, he did not say, I forgive these people. What did he say? Tell me, someone, what did he say? What did he say? He said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. He asked for forgiveness from a higher power. He didn't say, I forgive you. And that is how we must work on forgiveness with a parent, with anybody older, with anybody who has not asked for our forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gift. Why do you want to give it away for free? Why are you dumping it on people? Forgiveness must be given where it is asked for. Just as when you have given somebody a gift, don't you want it to be used? Don't you want it to be received? Don't you want it to be appreciated? Don't you want it to be acknowledged? Don't you want it to be shown the next time you go over? Hey, really loved that teapot. I'm using it. When you come over, we'll make our chamomile tea in it. Don't you want that? Forgiveness is a gift, my lovelies. Stop distributing it to all and sundry. However, if you must, then it is not you who must forgive. Then you must learn from the master of forgiveness. If Michael Phelps, continuing my guy from Call 1, if Michael Phelps had a training school for swimming, would you choose that or would you choose some other school? If you must know forgiveness, you must go to the master. And there is no bigger master of forgiveness than Lord Jesus, just as there is no bigger master of compassion than Lord Buddha. There is no bigger master of truth and the one truth than Lord Krishna, although the prophet also has claim to that status. He never ever said, I am doing this. I am forgiving you. Look at me. I'm so amazing. I've forgiven everybody. He's never ever asked us to do that. Forgive them, Father. And therefore, when you do forgiveness work, especially with a parent, do not reverse the order, because the moment you have, from grandparent to grandchild. We are very clear about this? We're very clear about this? It is going from here to here. If you're going to do this in reverse, you know what's going to happen to your energy? Do you know what's going to happen to your bandwidth? Do you know what's going to happen to your health? Because you, my lovelies, must always keep your lineage going forward. Energy is not to go backward. You cannot go to yesterday. Heck, you cannot go back to my last moment of this call. Our now is always now. Mindful, mindfuller. Therefore, this reversal must not happen. A child must not be expected to take care of the parents unless the child is able to and has support. It is not your job to give your parents money. It is not your job to buy your mother a house. It is not your job. It was your father's job and her father's job and his father's job. And the moment you have this, where you have to be parent to a parent, you take a look at your lives, my lovelies. How flowing are you or how stuck are you? How tired are you? How energized are you? How bitter, resentful are you? How nervous, anxious, and poor do you feel? Is it energizing you to do this? It cannot, because your energy is going in reverse. What is the best you can do? You find solutions. You work with your family. You work with your group, because there are so many answers and solutions. We're very blessed, my lovelies, to be alive at this point in time in the world. Where was I? Forgiveness.
And to be on this call, Nidhu. Nidhu, sorry to interrupt you. Since you were flowing about this, there is actually a question that has come
Yeah,
up. So, Nidhu, Vasudha is asking, do we give forgiveness to parents
I'm
or
coming
are
to
parents? Okay.
I'm coming to how you're going to do it.
Ah,
Parents
Or,
and people who have not asked for your forgiveness, but you want to forgive. And also you have gone to enough workshops and they have said you must forgive. And it is spiritual to forgive, and it is positive to forgive, and it is very good to forgive. And now you're convinced that forgiveness is the answer to your $1 million. Whatever is your reason, when it comes to parents or to people who have not asked for forgiveness, but you are insisting that you forgive them, you will do it in the exact adaptation of what Lord Jesus did, which is, give me a word you would like to forgive for your father. Give me a word you would like to forgive for your mother. What is it you would like to forgive about your parents? What is it that you would like to forgive about anyone else? None of these people have asked for your forgiveness. The mother is not asking for your forgiveness. Your father, 1 in a million, maybe 1 in a billion. So therefore, only 7 fathers will do this. Once you have the word, let us say the word is
yeah.
an example of the word. Just give me one example.
Abandonment has come up, Nidhu.
Okay. Abandonment, right?
Yeah.
Forgive my mother's abandonment. Forgive mine. Forgive my father's abandonment. Forgive mine. Because please do not forget universal formula, although I will remind you again, mother plus father equals child. My mother plus my father equals me. Your mother plus your father equals you. If your mother had abandonment, so do you. And I'm not saying abandonment issues. You have also abandoned. Maybe you've abandoned yourself. Maybe you have abandoned your health for the sake of money. Maybe you've abandoned your family for the sake of pleasure. Maybe you have abandoned your responsibilities for the sake of Netflix. In some way or the other, you too have abandoned. Therefore, forgive my mother's abandonment. Forgive mine. Forgive my father's abandonment. Forgive mine. Forgive my father for not being present and available. Forgive me. Forgive my mother for not being present and available. Forgive me. Forgive my unloving mother. Forgive me. Forgive my unloving father. Forgive me. And all the other words that you have. But please make sure that you are only flowing forward, because more backwards you go, the more stuck you're going to get. Then you're not even going to be doing the cha-cha, which is at least 1 step back and 2 steps forward. Then you're only doing steps backward. Like your car is only in reverse gear now. So all the things that you are looking forward to, all the things that you are dreaming, hoping, aspiring to, uska kya hoga fir? And in saying uska kya hoga fir, I'm just going to digress for one moment. Sometimes, my lovelies, wherever we are, we'll end up in Australia. This is 30 seconds. I remember on Doordarshan, which is our national government television channel, they used to have a lot of these campaigns and awareness, right? Like campaigns and awareness for public civic sense. And I remember there was one where this family was picnicking everywhere, and once they finished picnicking and they were about to go, like, hey, we had a good time, all of that, one child, their child only, comes running to them with some of the waste in his hands and says, "Iska kya kare?" And that was right. Like, iska kya kare would then happen. And all the wishes you have for yourself, you have wishes for yourself, you have hopes for yourself, you have dreams for yourself. Fir inka kya hoga? Cannot flow backwards, my lovelies. Find the answer, find the healing, find the light. I turn to the light, and the light turns to me. I turn to the light, and the light turns to me. I turn to the light, and the light turns to me. Tell me you have understood forgiveness by writing on the group, I see the light.